It's time.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? Sound check. Let me get this thing dialed in. Long time no see. Football. Ugh. Too boring for me. Too much running. Makes me tired.
The hustle never ends.
Goddamn right. Okay, sound check. Let's see what it's sounding like right now. How's that? Hopefully not too much feedback from the fans worrying how was everybody's fourth. I was gonna get on and, I got called to action. You know how it is. Wet. I'm getting straight to business. Well, that sounds kind of nice, to be honest. I'm sick and damn tired of the heat. I'm over it already. I finally started watching that tech video, by the way, from Star Citizen's YouTube. Okay, the one where they're definitely not apologizing, but off the script explaining why everything was so bad, What are your guys' thoughts on that? I know I'm a day late, dollar short. It's good they talk about it, because it's bad. I'm open tonight. I have a little luck, who knows? It could be the same as every night. Last 2 days when Mo hasn't worked, can't get optimal range or quality information, nothing. Lasers work but can't break the rock. If I were you, I would take the scanner off. Take some of the stuff off your ship. Reinsure it. With nothing on it. Destroy it, claim a new one. Put all the stuff you took off, all your crafted stuff, onto that replaced ship. Insure it. And then, go from there. Looks like a skunk in here. What the hell? There better not be no skunks out here. Smells nasty, but it's some good eating. I know I need some quality Londinium. Bougie Miner, 120 consecutive streams. Boom, baby. I've been working on that other thing I'm doing. That and trying to get the app worked out. Got, next update. I'll fix some little minor issues and major issues with the Linux one. But it ain't too bad. I don't know when my little project's coming out, but progress is made. Soon, TM. Oh, Steve-O, thanks for the sub, appreciate ya. Come on, lying to me, I know I got more rocks right here. I'm just mining around, I want to see if I can find any 900s. If you ain't looking, you ain't getting. Really nothing, nothing primarily. I mean, I could go for some more copper, of course. You guys all know, I'm always on the hunt for copper. I may take a little trip over there. Not too bad right there. We want to go back with at least 900 tonight. Not 100 nines, okay? Get that out of here. Thanks, Six. Appreciate you. You know, I fixed up the intro as well, so hopefully all my intros now show the shit it's supposed to show. Wow. We'll see. Yeah, shots rang out last night around here, too. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, so last time you saw me, right, I had some good corundum on my ship. Well, long story short, I shouldn't have just alt F4'd and did all that, because I lost it. Or a bed lock, I can't remember what I did. I lost it, of course. Jumping to PTU, back to PU. So here we are. See, right now, I wouldn't mind finding me some 900 corundum on the bulk piece. I got lucky last time with that 800 and 800 plus on the bulk. So let's at least get that done. At least give me an 800. But if I find good stuff tonight, I may go big rock hunting tomorrow. Just for the love of the game. Skating's working a little better than it was last time. That's nice. This must be a better server. Forgot who I joined on. What you guys been up to? And yeah, Trug, I liked it too. I liked what I watched. I only watched 30 minutes or so, if I'm being honest with you. Wanted to watch more, but just didn't have the time. Okay, my e-brake ain't working or what? Sometimes you gotta slap it around a little bit. See, I need money too. I'll probably end up doing the same thing. I'm probably gonna go hunt Rysite and Stellaron. I'm gonna do an arc over there to Terminus. I'm gonna start out here. Hopefully land me one of these corundums that I'm looking for. And then I'm gonna hit probably some rabs out there. And probably finish off in the belt. Look for ortite, look for copper. Money rock. Also known as money rock. What are we using corundum right now to craft for? Does anyone have a idea? I know I've asked 10 times probably, and I've got 10 answers. And it's gone out of, 20 years and...
誘導ネーションフロムトラック
God damn, Chug. You brought out the, Japanese Italian. Thank you, appreciate you. Alright, let's keep looking. I ain't got time for this bullshit. Give me 600s. You do better than that. I will jump to a new sector immediately. Well, thank you for answering, Sir Cloud. That was so useful for me. If only there was an app I could use. Damn it. Oh, where's that 21? Where are you at? Oh, no. Don't tell me it was showing me the 21 behind me. It was 6780. What the? Oh, we already checked that one. That's why. Okay, yeah. Backtracking. No, I don't think so. 11.7. Scanner's already broken. Watch. Boom. Oh, you dirty bitch. That's one thing I don't want and I don't need, and I'm sure it's for crafting something good. I had a lot before the wipe. Unwillingly. You know. I don't need some for a while. I'll tell you that much. Come on, Corundum. Want to ride the edge over here. Remind me to change my paint job. If I do land back at Ruin. Shit, speaking of that, I gotta check and see if the freight elevators are busted still, huh? Or did you guys say it was still broken? I can't remember if I tried it or not. This patch. I might have. Off stream, I might have. Just keep moving this direction for a minute. See if something pops in. We're talking about a specific issue that happens to the freight elevator when you use it too much. You spam it. See what you got for me. Still broken for you. It is broken for me too. Yeah, see, Cloud, the problem is ours are all screwed up. So, at our home locations too, which for some of us, some of our home locations, okay, it's pretty messed up. That means I had to move all my stuff over there to Obituary, otherwise I'd be staying over there at Ruin. Oh, let's see. I didn't look at the size. I just looked at the quality. Let's take them. Yep, let's take them. That's money. Big money. Oh, that sounds fun, you know, that doing some golem work. Pushing yourself. Of course it does, Steve-O. The Uniboob armor Of course it does. Of course it does. Probably uses Torite and Barrel too. Trash armor. I'm still upset about that. Goddamn, looks like you got one sharp titty on your chest. I'm worried about this, Hofstad, by the way. Let's see. Nope, we're good. We're good. We're good. I think. Because I had to claim my ship and all these issues with insurance, I was worried I'd lose my Hoff and my impact that were crafted. I didn't even look at it. But I absolutely was a little concerned. Shit, I did lose my Torrent cell. I need to get those sons of bitches back. Let's see if mining's gonna be all screwed up like it was last time. That was some weird shit we had going on. Looks like a bad Gundam cosplay outfit. Well, when you're right, you're right. What can I say? Yeah, that's how they break, Cloud. They break from putting it up and down over and over with mission turn-ins. Okay, a little lag to the laser working. Once you do it a few times, you can break it. It took me 3 or 4 levels with mining contracts, sharing them with people. Or maybe it took 1 level. It took 1 level at my home location. Because I was doing my other ones at Levski. I probably broke one over there too. Anyways, I can't wait for them to fix that shit. I can't wait for us to have a real, main patch, not a point patch, that brings where we can set a new home location and set up shop somewhere. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be setting up shop over there at Nick's. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I might do it just for the fun of it. Nick's has some fun mining. Might be worthwhile. Load up the Ironclad with Mo and Golem pods. Fancy joining up? Got 25 Mo pops. Good to go, bro. Huh? Pods. Gotcha. I do not want to join up. Thank you, though. How you doing, Iteration? Sweet. Long time no see. How you doing? We're out here just busting some Stellaron down. Well, it's looking. We're in the PU right now. Back to business. Had to claim my ship because of the incident from last stream. New patina, new man. Just collecting some credits. And then I'm hunting Corundum as well. Hunting Rice Site. Gotta put on some torrents on this thing. I think I got some on me. I gotta see when I get out this seat. Yeah, I would, Paul, but you know what? We got so much storage right now. You know how long it takes to fill up 96 SCUs? That's event status. That's something you need to, That or if you're gonna be out for a long time, and I'll tell you, I don't trust being out a long time with this patch. These patches. I want it to be nice and quick. That's why I'm turning in half orders and shit. I'd rather secure what I got and be safe. No, I'm just despawning some of my shit. That's still run right over there too. Come on, baby, scan. I definitely gotta put a torrent on. I'm gonna keep the surge and I'm gonna put a torrent. That could really save us some headache. Well, we are, Paul, 4.9. When 4.9 drops, we're gonna do a mass mining event. I want to get a lot of people together. So you can be involved in it then. It's gonna be in the Discord though. Soon as 4.9 drops, it's gonna be a clusterfuck and we're gonna be out there mining. Big time mining. Maybe a little mini fight club too. I don't know, I haven't made up my mind on it. Mic or no mic, I want everyone involved in the voice chat channel. So we all can be, on the same wavelength, so to speak. Your crafted lasers, how much better are they versus standard size 2 lasers? 35%, 34%, 31%. Power only, that's all that it's going off of right now. How about you? I had to give away my 35% Helix because of my own failures. So I had to craft a new one. The new one's only 34.6, I believe. Strong enough. Get the job done. Depending on how picky you are, it can easily take you 2 hours to fill up a mole, Big time. That's what happens when you 3 times the mass per SCU. Do I own an Arastra? What do I look like? I'm pay to win? Huh. Get a load of this guy. No, of course I do. Of course I do. What are you writing a biography about me? Chapter 1. The end. No writing on these pages. I want 3 or 4 pages for it. After that, I don't know. You kind of do like a Pulp Fiction kind of thing, jumping around. Mine or Die, Chapter 1. Yep, like everybody else, I'm waiting for the Arastra. I look forward to it. It's gonna be an excellent solo mining ship. You're gonna see videos out. I'm gonna be pumping them out. All left, left, right, and center. I'm gonna have hopefully by then, it'll be more useful to have a negative crafted mining laser. Is there a place with consistent large rocks that you need size 3 lasers? Yes, Nix. But if we go off the mathematics, how it works now, and the size we're breaking now, a size 3 laser that isn't crafted, let's say if it's like the Helix, we don't know if they're gonna have Helix, we don't know what they're gonna have. Let's say they make a size 3 Helix. Size 3 Helix will be able to handle about 100, 120 in that range. It's a big range, but I think within that range. Hell, I'd say 95 to 120 is my guess. More like 110, but with crafted lasers, add 30% to that. Now, aside from that, you better believe they're gonna add bigger rocks to the game before or during the Arastra's release. No shot they don't. Wouldn't make too much sense for them not to. They've waited this long, It definitely ain't waiting for the Orion. Yeah, I had 2 mates and moles earlier, and me and the Ironclad Golem took 3 hours. 16 pods and 2 Golem pods. Made it refinery payday tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about. Base building might need big rock. Space stations definitely will. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's grab that other Stellaron. Put us on a good little money start. Refine these up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. One of those new issues. Okay. That happened to me, remember, last time I was on. That's better this time. We're good. That server starts hiccuping, you get stuck on that damn ladder. You get up to the top, you go over the ropes. Look at it, doesn't even want to look at it. Doesn't even want to show its ugly face to me. I don't blame it. I can't see the... No, okay, there we go. It's because we are in nav mode still. Let's fix this up. I'll leave that up. I gotta grab my coolers or go buy some new ones. I want the arrest, but I keep hoping they might release this alien ship with size 3 lasers. Yeah, well, I thought they were coming out with the alien mining ship. Damn, look at that drop, fucked me up. 86. I thought they were coming out with one. I thought that's what they were hinting at, and we were, sorely mistaken. You know, a man can dream and wish and hope for all he wants. Oh yeah, it's my crafted laser right here. You see how we're gaining power at 60, 65-ish, 66. Let's see, or it's got high instability. So keep in mind, the Hofstad can handle about 16K with no resistance stock. Okay. So with my crafted Hofstad, we don't need that much power. But we're gonna pump it up a little bit. Get it up to the green, hold it back. Nice and easy. Jump again. Jump again for me. Do it again. Uno más. Uno más. Just doing the shenanigans where it requires more power. Boom. Oh yeah, I saw it coming. I said around 65. That's my anchor point. But the server's what's bad right now, by the way. That jump, that wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't normal. But you can see how the server is dropping my power when it shouldn't be. Not your normal instability. That's right, Filthy. We're grinding. Anyone tried putting a stock Helix on one side and the crafted one directly? No. I mean, you don't even need to. Like to see if it's working or not? Or what? You don't even need to. The fact I was breaking 87K rocks, you know, tells you everything. Now, what would be nice is if over here, it would tell you the bonus as it should, instead of base showing 100 still sig to showing 134 or whatever it is. Well, I'll tell you, Dave, it's working. 100%. I guess it's easy for me to tell because I'm so used to, you know, mining with the setup I do. Oh, look, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, the server. It's booty, but you just gotta bear with it. Let me see, I saw red waters. Hold on, let me get in the green here. Before I read. Oh, wait, let me break it first. That's my problem. I get into the green zone and I start reading chat. And then what happens? Bing, bang, boom. Next thing you know, I'm blowing up. Oh my god, I was just going to ask about Stilleron wanted to craft the new FR shields. This right here is my playlist on Spotify. I think exclamation point music. It's a mix of my own music and then the best there is, White Bat. White Bat Audio on YouTube And on Spotify, you can find White Bat. But I've got my specific playlists. Maybe even in my video description on YouTube if you're over there. But yeah, who asked that? Red Waters about Stellaron. You get that in Pyro. You get your Stellaron in Pyro. You get it over there at the Rab sites. You get it on the moons. Specific moons. You want to get it on a surface. Just open up your map. Click on a location. And you'll be able to see where. What place has it. It should be correct as of now. Or you could download my mining application. We got the data. I won't show you nothing, you rat. I might. Thank you, Red Waters. Personally, I prefer to do my Stellaron mining in the Rabs and Pyro. The different Rab points. I think it's better than every other location. Hold on, let me see if I got torrents. I meant to check and I fucking blanked. How you doing, Toe? Long time no see, we missed ya. Okay. What do I got? I got one torrent. Damn, I only got one on me. That's fine. That's fine, because I said I want to do one torrent in a surge. See, look. See? See what I said about the server being a piece of dog shit? That's what happens. So, one way around it. Jump and grab it. What are you digging for gold down there? I mean, shit. It's sick. You know, tell me a little too much about your personal life there. Okay, we're good to go. Oh, shit ports. I guarantee they're not locked. Or they're not unlocked. One Rab location will fill them all with Stellaron. Absolutely. If you go to a surface, it's hit or miss. But, I mean, people find great, Stellaron on surfaces as well. But fastest is gonna, for me, be Rabs. Okay, unlock it. Ship port's unlocked, let's go. Don't worry about it. Get out of here. That's, no, I process it. I'm not selling my Stellaron raw. I process my Stellaron so I can take one big order over to, Nick's Gateway in Pyro. Bigger payday. Rice site, I sell raw. Rice site, you make more money selling raw, or just about the same, right? So, I think it's the same, a little less. So you might as well just sell it, out here in Pyro. So you might as well just sell it. Yeah, and I understand that too, Red Waters. I don't know if you guys ever saw me back in the day. back before these mining changes. You know I wouldn't go out to the asteroid. I follow the money. Oh, wherever it's most optimal for me, that's where I'm going. Usually. I just gravitate there. And I miss doing asteroid mining after years and years of just doing surfaces. Because, let's be honest, surface mining was always, it's been king. It's been king for a very long time. After the mining changes, you could go Lagrange mining once in a while was okay. Because it was right there at the station. Cyrus, I want you to look and see where I'm at right now. Where do you think I am? Which location? Little quiz for you. What does that look like? If you guess snakes, you're a little off. That's right. That's right. Now, Ruin is the TDD of Pyro. I say that because they buy a lot of your junk. A hell of a lot. You go to one of the little miner stations, they pay you good money for specific things. They'll give you, like if you go to Rods, they'll pay you more for rice site. Now I'm over here on this side of the system. I don't know the current price at Pyro Gate, Nick's Gateway. But whatever it was before, now it's the same kind of scaling. It's better. One of the great places to sell to. Anyways, long story short, best place to sell before in Pyro, the outside of outposts, and it might even be including outposts, is specifically the Nyx Pyro Gateway in Pyro. Let me read, hold on, I read a big long paragraph. Let me see what you're saying. Holy shit, get off my screen. Okay, hold on. I'm good. Notifications and shit popping up. I've noticed that at times after you fracture the second time, there's times you'll get a fracture that is 100% inert junk. At times it will be well over an SCU. I scan even after the second fracture. That's really more of just an observation, really. I thought it was a question. Never mind. Back to what I was doing. Get it up there. Let's go. Enough pussyfooting around. I'm back in. Inert. Okay, so everything goes. That's why I tell people to go watch my beginner's guide still. I know it's from an older patch and that things have changed, but a lot of things haven't changed. That mining video, my magnum opus, is really how mining works and the information you need to know about mining. Scanning's changed since then, rocks have changed a little bit since then. Quality, all that. Doesn't matter. It's all fundamentals, and it's the same as it ever was. Only difference is now you can 3 times the mass per SCU of every rock. Inert pieces being over 1 SCU would be a big piece. It would look something like that, right? Over an SCU of inert, couple SCU. We saw it the other night when I was mining. When I was mining iron, we were getting the same thing. That's where cluster modifier comes in. Cluster modifier of a mineral. Every mineral has a cluster modifier. And you can enhance that with Optimax or a Bormax, And I'm sure one other one I forgot. Could be the Kunis, could be something else. Or it lowers it. Either way. I know one more, I think it raises it, one more lowers it. But long story short, what that does is try to cluster up the minerals together. Now, I'm not saying you use that. Now, what I'm saying is, though, pretty much you can break a rock and all the inert shifts off into one single piece. Now, if you're base scan on a rock when you first show up to a cluster or a single rock, and from your mind to your pilot seat before you're in, you're actually mining the rock, if it shows you inert at first, you look away from the rock, you quick look away, look back at the rock, and it will scan it. I know that's not what you're talking about. I just thought about mentioning that. Anyways, it's not too surprising to me. Well, what they need to really do is get their shit together, but they got bigger priorities right now. There's Cyrus. Unfortunately. How you doing, random Kiwi gamer? Welcome. Kick off your boots and stay a while. The amount of mass per SCU was multiplied by, I'd say, three-ish compared to before. That's why you're seeing what you're seeing. A beetle raid? It didn't show me nothing. I don't know what that means, but I believe you. Bunch of mole pilots just raid me or what? Good. That is true. Wait a minute. Wait a minute there. Kiwi. Raid is not good, huh? Yeah, you shouldn't be, Cyrus. Now, unfortunately, we have to for the sub breaks. But like you said, hopefully someday soon the scanners actually have benefits for mining. Right now, they do not. I don't want to hear about how they do it. They don't do anything for mining. Doesn't matter what you're using, industrial, military, whatever. When they do, we'll know. We'll know very well. It will be loud and clear. But what we're all hoping for is filtering, some sort of filtering for RS signatures and all that. And then, of course, yes, what I'm talking about, the inert, look away, look again. For noobs out there that are new to mining. Look at this little baby rock. We'll take it. Now, you see a small... We're in a crafted-ass Hofstad, right? We don't have a good laser to do this right now, so I'm going to do it at... Let's try 158. 150 for a stock Hoff is good. Let's see what distance I'm at with 158. Soccer's on. Who's Mexico playing? Interesting matchup, huh? Okay, now I did that so we have more control over the power here. It's 8 SCU. If it breaks right, we shouldn't need to break again for sub breaks. But just like a prospector or a golem less so, but more like a prospector, you scale your power based on that distance away from the rock. We were talking about in the general chat, the Discord, for you new guys. If you run into an issue where you just feel like you got way too much heat,
master at work.
You just back your ass off. Oh, it's very different. Very, very, very different, Kiwi, yeah. Make sure to check out my latest videos there on YouTube if you haven't already.
The hustle never ends.
And download my app if you want to mine. That'll set you to win. Very easy. Now this is the suck. It is how long it takes to extract when you're this far away. But gotta do what you gotta do. Question is, could I save time by hopping out of here now? I don't think I would on this rock. Hopping out of here, hopping over to the other one. If you've been out for 6 years, you need to go watch, first and foremost, my magnum opus for mining. Now, it's not up to date with the newest patch, but like I was just explaining, it goes over the fundamentals of mining, and you haven't played for quite some time. 3.19, everything changed. How you doing, Snow Beetle? Thank you for the raid. Seems like YouTube, can't get their shit together, though, and let me know what's going on. Anyways, we're in the crafted impact now, and also crafted. Oh, we're right there at the max. I don't know, that's worse. That's worse. At least on that piece, it's worse. It's been a minute. It's been a minute for you, Kiwi. Well, we're right now, Snow Beetle. Oh, we're checking out. Right site and still around. We're getting some money. I'm going from here. I'm searching for corundum. We're looking for high quality. After that, we're heading over to probably another rab by Terminus in Pyro. I say in Pyro so Kiwi Gamer knows what's going on. He doesn't know what the hell's going on anymore. He sees this, what are you doing? Are you salvaging? No, my little friend. We're mining. Poor guy, you got so much to well, you're lucky actually. Not a great time to be jumping back in, but you are very lucky to have the experience right now. So fresh, get this nice fresh experience. Very fragile. Like I was telling the others, what you want to do, first of all, not what I'm doing this far away in an impact, this ain't working out for me. It's going faster than the Hoff, but waste of time me getting out of the scene coming over here. Rice site, like I tell everybody, that's why I say, go check out my magnum opus, because not too much has changed. Yeah, scanning's changed, and the fundamentals of what I put out in my video hasn't changed for the scanning section. Minerals, just multiply the mass by 3 on everything, and it's the same. That's right, hit that like button for me. It helps increase my social credit score on YouTube, because that's all they care about. Now, what you want to do if it's fragile, Oratite's fragile. I'm sure you've known that if you've crafted any armors. You had to go get your own. Oratite's a pain, Ricite's a pain, ice can be a pain. What else? That's all I'm really worried about. Normally, Mexalite can, be a pain in the ass. Not really too small, but really, those are the pains. But for those, if you're not going around with a Hofstad on your ship, you're doing something wrong. Now to each their own, another one. Bud. No, that's the opposite pain. That's the opposite, other way. Lindinium's very, very, low density. I always get that shit confused. It's got a very high mass to SU ratio, which means more power. But when you got all these lasers, they got a lot of power. and you got a rock that's got have powers tied to mass. Strictly. It's all about the power and the mass. Doesn't matter the SCU amount. So Stellaron's a nice, easy, breezy, beautiful cover rock. Hey, what are advantages of solo mining this larger ship compared to a golem? They call me the solo mole master for a reason, my friend. I mean, I feel bad for all my viewers that watch me all the time. Yeah, that's why I said opposite problem, Sir Cloud. Not rocks too small, rocks too big. Linda, if you want to talk about what's a pain in the ass for pain in the ass for mining in general, you could just throw torite, lendinium, savrilium, quantanium, tungsten. Those are all pains in the asses when you come across them and you don't got the right amount of power. Okay, now check this out. Hell, ice, throw whatever else in the mix. We're gonna creep it. Come on, I don't know how many surge shots I got on this thing. This server's nasty, so I gotta be careful, and I'm not careful, you know. See how it's behind about a second, but it's even worse when it starts doing a hiccup. So I gotta be careful. See that? I gotta be careful right when I say it. We're gonna let it fold down a little bit. Pick it back up right there. Creep it. Oh, too much red zone. I should have just let it go to the green, hold it at the top and go, but I'll be honest, I just don't care enough right now. I'm gonna back off. Yeah, you have two separate issues, two separate problems. Too big, too small. Okay, we got it. Don't you worry yourself. Back in the PU. That's right, Scotty. There's many reasons why the mole is much better than the golem or the prospector. Many reasons. Many reasons. But it's simply put, you have real modularity with the mole. You are set up for success from the start. Big, medium, small rocks. If you want, you could do extraction laser, big rock breaker, all the rest of your work. You could, just there's so many things you could do. Besides that, size 2 lasers. Okay, so now you're breaking bigger rocks. Well, that's why I said pains in the asses. The biggest pains in the asses. Torite, lendinium, and savrilium. They all came out at the same time, right? Because they're all Nix. They were all Nix exclusives, and they all came with the same kind of system, the same stats. All had the same stats. But then besides that, Stefan, so you got... Now I got the opportunity. Hey, I'm stuck and I got a buddy. That buddy can show up, hop in a turret, break a rock if you need to. You got 96 SCUs. Now, that's less of a bonus as it used to be, right? Because SCU's really scaled now. Now 1 SCU feels like 3 SCUs. That's simple. How you doing, Zara? We're just explaining why the mole is the best, the premier mining ship. And it's uncontestable. Now, the beauty of the Prospector is different, and the Golem is different. The Golem, in my opinion, is still great, and if we could put on that Pitman, crafted Pitman, it will be much better. If we could have the crafted Pitman on. If not, they've played themselves with the Golem having a bespoke laser for no reason. The Golem is my preferred small mining ship, but the Prospector is definitely better now. Because the resistance is a problem in the Golem, right? Before that wasn't such a big deal, but now that the rock's the same, and most of the rock is made up all the time of something that adds resistance, it's a problem. Now, doesn't mean you can't get around it. If we could put on crafted lasers, then that rhyme you put on, you know, unless you're me. If you're me, it's not that big of a deal. I use 2 surge modules when I'm out mining in it. Surge Stampede, 2 surges. But if you're not like that, it's an aggressive ship. It's not a beginner ship. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the price. That is not a beginner ship at all. That's like I see it like a luxury ship. That's fun. That thing's quick. Couple missiles on it. Cool storage right there. Easy. But yeah, Cyrus, you mentioned just picking up your subjects. Yeah, you should be. Just be doing this, like this. Don't wait for it to scan. What you do is you look down there, and you see what grows as you pick it up. Down there. See? See the Stellaron going up? Let's say I wasn't paying attention, which is the common case many a time when I'm mining. Because it's just autopilot sometimes. I love the golem still. I like I said, it's, when I think of the golem, I think of fun. And I know how far you can push it. Now see this 874, we're keeping this still around. This is for our own coffers. The 330 is going to be refined and sold. Never scanned while picking up ore? No. No. Look down here. This is what you're already doing while you're mining. Just to make sure you're not getting mostly inert junk or something. You never have to sit there scanning the sub-breaks. Just look down here, where I'm circling with my cursor. And just watch what goes up while you're picking up your rocks. Especially not with these fucking servers. Wasting, 5-6 seconds sometimes. 10 seconds sometimes. On my servers, which means on shitty bad servers. Other people just joining in on PvP, crazy ASD action or OLPs getting blown up and all that shit. Joining in on one of those, your FPS is slipping. It could take 30 seconds to a minute. Ooh. Little 800 salve never hurt nobody. They got a lot of work to do with mine. But I'm very hopeful. And it is what it is, like everything with Star Citizen. You guys know how it is and how I am. I'm a optimistic, pessimistic optimist. Okay? I'm always huffing that hopium. But I'm always skeptical of the bullshit. Personally, I'm excited to see where they go with mining, and I hope they listen to feedback, and I hope they listen to my feedback. I know that's very selfish, but it doesn't come out of nowhere. That's true. Better to huff hopium than slam. But I really do hope Thorsten hears me out on my idea, especially about the extractions. It would make mining much better, instantly. But we need to add variety. We need to add a hell of a lot of variety to this, in my opinion. And it doesn't need to ruin the system that's here. And it's funny. It's so fucking funny to me. It is so fucking funny that we sat around people talking about how this is great for mining. This new system, this new setup is great. Right? Like, excellent. It's so much better than the old system. The old system had variety. This doesn't have variety. So, those same people that were so happy about this and hated the old system are now mad about this system. I'm shocked. There's a nice middle of the road, middle ground. Did you see my post? I did. That's right. Thank you for bringing that up. I wanted to bring that up. You know, I'm harebrained sometimes. Ooh, I got a nice ice cold pips right here. Hold on. So, that's what happens. Turns out on those new mining missions, actual mining missions that are coming, I don't know if they're coming 4.9, I'm sure they are. But I know they're rolling stuff back to 4.10, but they're simple enough missions. It's just go scan rocks for Battaglia out there in Nyx. Scan rocks. It says, oh, you scanned the rocks. Good job, you're done. Mission success. Or go mine rocks. Go mine these 6 pains in the asses. Pick up every piece of that garbage, including the inert. Because Battaglia, with her Jerry curl, she loves inert. She just, she rolls around in it. Real nice. Anyways, I got my problems with her, okay? But besides the point, you unlock blueprints, and it turns out the blueprints... Hold on. Change that shit. Turns out the blueprints were, it's got mining lasers, size 1 variants, all the different size ones. Like Shubin, like the Shubin Junior missions, I think the Junior Contractor and Contractor missions. And then, it doesn't have size 2 yet. And then, here's the thing. It has, 3 levels. It's got prestige levels, 3 prestige levels. First one, you unlock the Golem. Second one, you unlock the Prospector. Third one, you unlock the Mole. Now, what does that mean, unlock? Who knows? Special version, I'd assume. Let me see, hold on. Alt tab, read the chat, I missed it. It only just occurred to me. You would have made a great radio DJ. You have a great voice for it. Well, my little friend, I got something interesting to show you soon enough. Just wait and see, baby. No, not unlock the ability to buy it. I think they're gonna give you one. I'm hopeful that it's something with blueprints, or it's maybe a special paint. I don't know. I think they should give you one with a special paint job, a special loadout. Kind of similar to what Wicklow does, but I would prefer most is a blueprint for it. But obviously, I don't think that's going to be the case for now. I don't think we're there yet. But I think it's going to be something like Teach's Mole, Teach's Prospect, whatever. Battaglia's Molenstein, a mole carbon for you. Boy can dream. That reminds me, are other content creators still allowed to use your music in there? Of course. Of course. What do I care? As a real psychopath, I listen to my own music all the time. That's so egotistical, but it's true. I can't lie. Until I'm sick of it. My latest album, I like it a lot. The one I'm working on, I've listened to 100 times working on it. Just over and over, I want to re-listen to shit to make sure I got it how I want it. That's why there's only 5 songs done, I think, out of the 10 I want to put out. Okay, let's hit it. I want to head over now. I think we've bled this little area of all of its Stellaron. I want to head over to... Let's see, what's that rab called? Just jump straight to a rab over here. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully I got... Oh yeah, brand new ship. I should be good on gas. I can't wait for those gas changes too. I cannot wait. Right on, cool dogs. Did you do it or what? Ah, shit. Bummer. Yeah, me neither. I didn't do it either. The most important changes you can make on your mole, honestly, the things you need, just for a fact you need. Okay? Right now, my mole, I'm missing pieces still, but I can do whatever, you know? I make it work no matter what. But, obviously your loadout, important. After that, you gotta go for, like Zara said, you wanna go for a quantum drive, and I choose the Chimera. That's first order of business. You know, every time you got a new patch or you don't have it and something happened, you don't got it, you go get you a Chimera. You could use the Hurricane, it's fast, right? But I'm telling you, that Chimera. Next. Let's get into the extras. Cooler, very important. Because if you get a good cooler that doesn't require all the power, see, that's all required, you can set a little less power here and be kind of good to go at all times when you switch over. You know, switch to SCM, switch to nav mode. Sometimes it will, for me at least, it's less of a headache. Then again, there's patches where it still is just resetting everything. It doesn't matter if I got extra power points and it says I got like 4 extras. Or, you know, it says I have 10. What would be the military equivalent? We'll go check on Urkel, but I'm not using anything other than a Chimera or an XL1 drive. I could care less. I could care less about trying to do stealth or military in my mole. Now, if I was in a smaller ship, I've got a little stealth loadout I saved somewhere. But when it comes to the mole, we already got such an upper hand. XL1 is military, okay, good. See, it doesn't even matter to me. What matters is speed. Speed and quickness. That's it, the doozy. And then the luxury... A luxury item would be a better power plant. But in the mole, this is just my opinion, man. You shouldn't be worried about 11.7. I swear I've looked at this 100 times. This can be tore, right? Watch. I'm only worried about like efficiency. I'm not worried about getting seen or caught because, yep, of course it is. I'm gonna check it every time too. I don't know what's up with the numbers for Torrade, but I am drawn to it like a moth to a flame. Can you bedlog and it saves your loot? In which, I'm not bedlogging. Don't bedlog if you got minerals on board in your mole. I'll tell you that much. I'm not doing it. I don't care if someone tells me that it works for them. I could care less. I've lost three loads, you know, by doing it. But now what I'm doing for a fact every single time is I land at station, pull my bags off, put my bags back on. But I know for a fact I bedlogged, got out, pulled my bags off, put my bags on, and it zeroed me out and said I had 0 out of 96. So it refreshed them. It remembered to it remembered to give me 0. I don't know, but it was fucked up. So I'm not bedlogging anytime anymore, especially with servers being how they are, to where it's not easy to see what server count, yada yada, people are on, which supposedly they're fixing, or they fixed. They're gonna change it so you can see again. I don't know. That's in the next update or the one after. I would hope the next, because 0 of 1 on everybody sucks. I can't tell who was on the one I just came from. And if a server's on fire, obviously, I don't want to join it. I just left the son of a bitch. Ooh, let's check that aluminum. I mine and turn in before I do anything. There it is. But even then, it's recommended either put your bags down the freight elevator, or me, I just do that. I pull them off, put them back on. Now, I forgot who told me that's what they're doing to ensure they don't lose it. But that's just what I'm doing now every time, just to be safe. Could be superstition, but it's worked every time. So, I'm cool with it. That's my method right now. You gotta be a tactician out here. 783, I don't want anything that's not above 800 if I'm gonna be grabbing some aluminum. Let's go. Nope. Yep. No, wake and shake the bags. That's it. And no matter what, even if I go out on mine and I come straight back, nothing in between. You did a quantum jump. You know, most times you did a quantum jump. So, you did something. Best bet to do that. I'm gonna put them down the elevator anyways. But you know how I am about these elevators. I don't trust these sons of bitches. Okay? I'm not sending my bags down to the abyss if I don't have to. Show me something else. I'm gonna check it. Corn Dogs, you should download the app if you haven't already. Rocks are all the same. They're all based off the same templates. Every rock in a cluster is the same template for that rock. It's always going to be corundum. If you find a cluster of 5, let's say, and it's corundum, they're all corundum. They all have the same minimums and maximum percentage chances on the bulk piece. They all have the same mins and maxes for the sub piece. And then for the sub-minerals in the rock. There's not many sub-minerals in most rocks. There's only just 1. Sometimes 2. But those sub-minerals, the interesting thing, like I pointed out a long time ago, when they did these changes, we see double corundum. Corundum right now is still bugged. It's the only rock in the game where the bulk piece, the piece with most of corundum, can be up to 1,000. Every single other rock can only go up to 490 on the bulk piece. The little quality piece that says corundum as well, that's your quality piece. Say I'm looking at aluminum, that little aluminum piece, 10%, 50% now, whatever, that's your quality piece. That goes up to 1,000. The bulk piece, for aluminum, let's say, at most would be 490. That's 793, we don't want it. So like I said, I had 866 or whatever it was. I had 10 SCUs of it. And of course, me leaving the game the way I did, I didn't really give a damn about it, if I'm being honest with you. So like I thought I was going to keep it. We lost that, but corundum right now is the only rock in the game where you can get like 10 SCUs in one rock of a high quality. Hell, you can get more. Really just depends on what you find, but that's the only rock in the game right now like that. Oh, that's not an ouch, Cloud. That's not an ouch. Calculated. Didn't give a fuck. What was an ouch? Was losing 35% crafted lasers. Because I thought it was a good idea to be yapping with chat, not paying attention. Now that hurt. That was a big boo-boo. I felt it. I had to make that right away. That's how you know I felt it. I will get a ton more. That's 1/2 run at 4 hours and 12 deaths. What did you get? That's the crystal for rock breaker lenses. Yeah, why not keep them for future rock breaker missions? Well, it's for crafting laser heads right now, and it takes a hell of a lot to craft laser heads. Who gives a damn about rock breaker missions? Wait, what was the SCU on that thing? It has been about, let's say, an hour and 5 minutes of me mining, something like that, and we're at 63 SCUs. Not too bad. This is only 54%. Now you see what I said before? I gotta check the qualities. I think they've upped them. But not by much. You saw that at 510? I think they did a little stealth update on it. You could use those low-quality Siderics pieces, pretty important actually, to make low-powered lasers as well. And why would you do that? Well, if you make a Hofstad lower power, you can use that specifically for all sub-breaks you come across. You know, you'd be able to use that for Orotite and Ricite, no problem at all. It'd be like a beefed-up arbor. Minus, of course, the benefit of lower instability. But that's the other use case right there. Could be the only use case. For now. But I think they need to lower that from 500 minimum to a lot more. To a lot lower, I mean. They need to do the crafting minimum, not 500 to be the zero stat, but they need to make it 300 or around that. Yeah, that's interesting to see. See, that's 330. Hold on, I'm looking at the junk, the main pieces now. 522. They definitely changed it. Because like I said, it was hard coded at 490. So now it's a little higher. Or it can be. I wonder if it's gonna be 590 now. Which would make sense. It would make sense. They want it above 330 still. They want it above the base crafting limit as a possibility. Because that's one thing I couldn't wrap my head around. Why would it, at most, be under base for the bulk? But we saw two 522s now. .330's like common though. I mean, not that it matters who the hell's crafted with 500 something quartz and rice sites. I guess if you need it in a pinch. How you doing, LB? Long time no see. How you been? By long time, I mean, what? Couple hours, I think I saw you in chat. I was reading, I was picking up what you were putting down. While you were out there spreading the good word. Okay, come on, rice site. I'll be honest, I don't need 900 something rice site. I'll take it, but I want a 9K rice site rock. Pick up some more cash real quick. 5K. Okay, that's good. See, 85, 86% of the rock is built up of rice site. So, what was the size? 53. Let's go 130-ish. course it does. Of course it does. This is off of my Touched by an Alien album. And it's titled Post Probing. Now we back off this far, not for the initial break. Okay? The initial break, you see how we're far outside and far away from it? The initial break can be a pain in the ass. Backing up far, depending on the size of the rock, you may need to pop a module for it. But it's for the sub breaks. That's what's important. You know, this song was about someone I met over by Area 18. Went by the name Cyrus the Virus. And I'm looking right now in chat, and I see an individual. No, couldn't be. Who's the other one, Tango? Safety always off. To be honest here, I want a 36% plus off size 1 mining hit for my prospector. First before I make for my... oh no. For your prospector. See, if I'm crafting anything for my prospector, it's about to have to be the Helix. Plain and simple, but I got the same mindset as you. But it's a mini mole. For me, I want to maximize what I can do in the prospector, and the amount of rocks you can break. And the only way you can do that is with the Helix one. But that also another thing is, will the pitman go on it? If we could slap the pitman on the prospector, I mean, people hate on the pitman because of resistance, but you don't hate on the pitman when the resistance is high. You get the resistance low, and you're breaking a big ass rock with a big ass green zone with the slow charge. And I personally like the slower charge rate at times. Okay, it's good because it's not exactly all a negative. Because when it gets in the red zone and you pull it down, you have a lot of time to recover. But see, look at this rock, it's 626 mass. Even with a crafted Hofstede, I'm able to control the power still. It's not going crazy. Perfect. It's not an issue because you're in a prospector, Kersha. In my opinion, it's not an issue at all. Because when you're in a prospector, the thing, and I've explained this in my videos over the years, the thing about laser power and instability and how it all works together, the closer you get to the right amount of power at once, the more stable the instability gets, really. I mean, unless we're venturing into the 1200 ranges and all that, the same idea, same exact system, but your mindset then should be, I need to get to the green zone, no matter what the cost, without getting too much in the red zone, and then you make sure you're controlling it perfect, you know? Kind of what I do whenever you see me out there breaking Savrillium, or Lindinium, or Quantanium. I try to get up to the green, and then kind of get back to my whole point when it's got high-ass instability. Like right now, I know I'm giving it too much. Boom. Last second. But it's very important, and when you're in a prospector, it's very easy because you have all of this range that on the fly, let's say all of this range from like here to here, that on the fly you can back it off and get the exact amount of power. Exact amount, not close to it. You can dial it in, so, and what you do is you back it off, so you give it way more power, and dial that power down now and find the right spot. From there, you can sit a straight line without it moving. I don't care if it's 500 instability. No, see, I want fast charge rates if I'm by myself, mine and Money Rock. Now, if I'm going dangerous, that's why I don't hate the impact. You know, the impact on the side over there. We got that thing. 4 mid-size rock brakes that are now up to 50K, let's say. So what the Hofstede can't touch, that thing's made for. That's what I use it for. And the beauty of that with the green zone is fine. You know, it's not huge, it's not massive, but it's a good size. Put that slow down in it, you're good. You're good. It jumps on you a little bit, you have some time to recover. Lowering the instability a little bit also helps. Because personally, my personal belief is even messing with the instability a little bit can be a good or a bad thing. Just messing with it, not doing a major change to it. I think we've all seen 100 instability pieces that are just demons. Absolute demons, and you're like, what the fuck? This thing is not 100 instability. There it is, Tasty back at it again. So, Thaddeus, that's another thing you just mentioned. I added in my Gollum video, actually. Breaking rocks. Me and Sweet went through this with testing a couple patches ago. Talking about breaking gem nodes in like a prospector. Or in a mole. It can easily be done, and it can be done without gaining a lot of overcharge. At the end of the day, you're still stuck having to pick the shit up, which sucks. Now, you could carry around a rock in the back, or a geo in the back. That's kind of what I was saying. You just tilt the mole, get into your geo, and try to pick it up, but it wasn't picking up gems for me from the freight elevator here, the mole's elevator. But I thought that would be slick. You hop in the rock after doing quick breaks on them. You know, and like the arbor, have a underpowered arbor over there. Get out of there, and then after breaking a bunch up, hop in that rock. Hell, a rock DS. And just hit it from out the freight elevator at the bottom. Man, the mole is so damn good. But I agreed with what I heard on that, from what I heard from the Star Citizens Tech podcast they did, or video, whatever. ISL, I don't know what the fuck they call it. Where they talked about the issues that have come up, you know, and the problems, and they're aware, and yada yada, fixing. I agreed with the points I heard. Shit, I lost what I was gonna say. Lost it. Gone forever. We'll never get it back. I must have been lying. I do miss just bouncing around on my Prospector. 48 SCU mole bags on it. Did a shit ton of quant back in the day. Let me tell you something, Kersha. That's why I've been saying the Prospector with a Helix 1 just geeked up to 35. At least around 35. With mole bags on the son of a bitch, is a mini mole. Plain and simple. Easy mode mini mole. I don't think, I'd love to see it. I would love to see them do something like that. But, I mean, I thought that's the way it was gonna be, but then it wasn't. So, I hope so. I do hope so. They changed their tune on it, but it doesn't seem to be that way. I was under the impression we were going to be able to do that and turn 300 quality corundum into 900 if you wanted to, but it's going to give you barely any at all, like a grain. Or you don't even meet the threshold, you don't have enough, you know? Not looking for cheese or easy. But to make those things even worthwhile to mine, because let's be honest, you don't give a damn about that garbage. But base building's gonna change that, I guess, you know. Base building changes what will be, you know, the lower quality stuff that we want. That's it. Cause yeah, they want you to be able to craft alloys. But now, what is that for? Is it gonna be for ships, for specific parts on weapons and ship components and yada yada yada? This is all the tier 0, so going to make it after work tomorrow. A Helix 1 with 35% head. Well, shit, don't do it just cause of me. Then you may regret your decision because you may hate, like you said, the green zone. Where do they sell the Helix 1 in Pyro? Do they got one at Ruin? Can someone check that for me real quick? If they sell it, I'll go out on the prospector on this next one. I'm gonna head in after this rock anyways. I don't think I have any 750 left, my friend. I think I'm down to 600s. I got a few 600s left. Oh, beautiful. Okay, then I'll go out with the Helix 1 for Kersha. We'll have some fun. I'll go for Oratite. How about that? I'll go for Oratite, right side Stellaron, like right now. I'll just go grab a little bit, see what I can do. Put some things together, you know what I mean? Give you an idea. All I know is when I'm out in the prospect, and it's something that you have to get used to. You know me, I don't mind in the prospector often. It's something you do have to get used to, that green zone, but you switch up your game. That's when you switch up the game. So now you're gonna want to bring with you wave shifts. If I'm in a golem, I'm bringing with me Sabirs. That's the most important thing. Honestly, that's all you need. Damn Sabirs. Now, if you're inside of a prospector, and for me, and I've got the Helix 1, Sabir. Sometimes for green zone if I don't have wave shifts, but also because I'm trying to break a bigger rock, because I got a fucking Helix. Okay? So obviously I want to be able to do what I want to do. Now, if it's the green zone that is the issue, it's the wave shift. And I was telling people that, but I don't bring out wave shifts often. I don't need them. Because I know how to back it off and just, you know, I'm okay with getting a little overcharge once in a while as long as I don't lose big chunks of my rock. And, you know, it's not a big deal to me. Especially if they don't have wave shifts nearby. A Sabir will do the trick, or no module would do the, no gadget. And I'm fine. Easy enough already. I'm gonna buy a little Helix 1 at that station though. I'm gonna slap it on there. It's only 100K. Nope. Okay, tell you what I did wrong right there. The server's bad, right? So I pulled the power down because I saw it climbing. Did it again. Pulled it down too far. And I'm not looking at my power. So I don't know where the point was where we want it. For any noobs out there, when you're mining, let's say this is my power over here, right? You want to see and get it up to the point to where it barely goes up and that's your base. And at least you know, hey, that's a little safe spot. It may need less than that. That may be too much at some point, but it's good to know that number. Because it swings both ways, like 20% up, 20% down. It can. Depending on the top or bottom of the wave. Okay, let's hit it. I don't think I have my a prospector out. I might have already bought a Helix for it. I don't know. I don't even know if I pulled it out this patch. My memory is failing. What I'd love is a 4SU elevator on the back. I'm gonna throw one on everything. I think you should be able to have a little place you could hook some mining lasers to or something. Okay, let's go ruin, baby. Thank you for following. Enjoy 92. Good vintage. I don't know, 6. I don't know. The prospector used to be able to mine the ground, you know? So, like, it used to be, supposed to be able to do that. We used to have gems on asteroids, so, I mean, who the fuck knows what's going on, you know? Oh, my memory is failing, corn dogs, because I'm putting too much information into it. And I keep stuffing it with more and more. And so some gets slipped out. Got an atlas on your prospector? Oh, hell no, I don't. I don't even think I have the Helix on it. I think I'm gonna pull up a prospector that's stock. It is basic. No, not too many whammers. Shut the fuck up, Cloud. Stop talking out of school right now, okay? I've had about enough of it. See, now I'm getting pissed off. Now I'm gonna have to tell you, you need to go suck on a double dog, my friend.
Dogs, one bun. 2 dogs, 1 bun. You'll barely walk away when they're together this way. They go down as one. 2 dogs, 1 bun. 2 dogs, 1 bun. 2 dogs, 1 bun. Let that luscious meat jump in your mouth and repeat. 2 dogs, 1
Get you some double dogs today at your closest Galleria. Everyone from peasant to king knows there's no such thing as too many whammers. 92, I was in Iraq / Kuwait. And we weren't doing no waiting. Think about it, says Kershaw. Just like a hoe, you're not getting saved today, Cyrus. With the bald head. Get me in there. Had someone offer me a double dog a day for 40 years for some crafted armor I was selling, I should have taken it. Not a bad deal. Ooh. Butter. You don't recognize me in this system or what? I'll pick it up and put it back down. We got so many vets in the cult, it's outstanding. So many. So make sure you're inside the Discord if you're not already. I don't care how old you are. Think you are. Think you're too cool for Discord because you're, going around groaning every time you get up, calling yourself a geezer. Okay? Calling yourself an old stinking geezer. Okay, it ain't true. You're a young buck. You'll see you join that Discord. Brew Boy's 87 years old. Fishhead. Fucking died 3 times probably. Keep bringing him back with pig livers and shit. Okay? That's what I heard. Ain't that right, Fishhead? He's nodding in the future at it. Shit, I almost made a mistake. So I get for not paying attention. Bags off, bags on. That's it. Think you might be onto something, Tango. This is all you do. It's all I do. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm doing what I'm doing. But does it help? I believe it does. There was one time it didn't help, but it's because of the bedlog first. Store. 11B, 13M. Now we waiting. Let it store itself. I always wait until I see that marker disappear. After that door closes, that marker pops, we're good to go. Sorry, OGs. You know, sometimes you gotta put out information for these poo butts. Don't know what the fuck they're doing. They haven't been through all these patches, all these years. They don't know all the little fixes, all the changes, and all the, things you can do to save yourself without even realizing things we do in the background we don't even pay attention to. There it is, baby legs. There it is. They'll take it from you. They lie. If you don't check your bags, they lie. Oh, found nothing. Thank you. Now, I didn't want to be putting in orders here, but we're kind of in this system, so this area of the system, so we might as well. So it looks like we do have a prospector out. I don't remember what I had on it. There we go. All the Stellaron gets refined. All the rice site, it's not high quality. All the Terranite, I'm gonna sell it raw. Quick payday, so you sell that raw, sell that raw. Okay, that's all of our Stellaron. We're good. Do a Dynex, because I'm not worried about how long it takes. You only ever do Dynex for Farron until they change up the system. It's just the way it is. By the way, who the fuck is refining Quantanium here? You get rid of the little bullshit presets you got everywhere for everything. Okay? We don't need the same bullshit preset here and checkmate, and an obituary. Do something different for each place. They don't all need to be the same garbage. No one's bringing Quantanium out here. There's multiple reasons for it. That's just the way it is. I like this one. This one gives me a vibe. Uh-oh. Cancel the order. You missed one. Guess what, Kershaw? Check this out. You forget. Thank you for noticing. Boom, baby. You forget we can put in many orders. Off one specific bag. You got worried. You were real worried for a second. Okay, now we sell. I probably would have noticed it here too. I might have. Maybe not. Another $500,000 just cash. Because it's going off your full amount, not 45% back. So for rice site, it equates to about the same as selling it to a station. Now I'd get more if I took it over to Rod's. Right? Refine it here, take it over. But would I get more that's... Ugh. Someone dropped a module and you can't pick it up. Let's see what it is. Wait. Can I put it in my... No, I don't got a chest piece on. What is it? XTRXL. Expired. See, someone's got the right idea. They're trying to increase their green zone size without decreasing their power. But let me tell you something. I'm an extremist. And I still would go Focus 3 in 90% of the situations. 99. Over an XTR. Yeah, I was making sure you're paying attention there. We're all cool in the gang, and you know why that is? You guessed it. Welcome, one and all. It's that time of the year again. We're talking about Mine or Die July. To celebrate this year, let me propose an offer. You use your Prime sub on me, I will put in a good word for you to the gods of Quant. Win-win. You go to Twitch, you press the subscribe button, you choose Prime. It's easy. Do it. Well, I spoke too soon. I got in this elevator, and I should have stayed at the refinery. Never Rikers for me. Never ever. I'm done with Rikers since, 4.2? 4.1. No thanks. Okay, mining lasers. Helix 1. 58. Did they change the price? I swear there was a patch where it was the same price as Helix 2. I might be crazy. Well, if I'm gonna use a Riker, I'm using a Riker 3, of course. But no Riker. No Riker. I mean, now that I have a crafted laser, it's less bad.
Look at the size of that thing.
But I'd much prefer to use active modules and be able to do what I want. And then if I do destroy my modules, that didn't cost me nothing. I mean, you know, my standard setup is still the C3 Surge Stampede, but that's now the standard setup if you have a crafted Helix. If not, I don't think so. Because the addition of how much resistance is on the rock compared to what it was before, because of the contents of the rock being much higher. Okay. Now, it's pretty much... Oh, what should I do? I should bring Surge Stampede, bring a Torn in my backpack. I don't have Torrents here. Get them out of Obituary. Okay, we're good. This is what it is. But, I mean, always toss one on. No big deal, right? But that's not my stock setup. But with resistance and how much is in rocks now, it shrinks the size of rock you can break. So having a C3, you know, a Riker 3 can't break some sub breaks if I'm big rock hunting. A Riker on a stock off. Now, like I said, if it's crafted, we're going back. If we have a crafted laser, it's like we're going back before we had the changes to the rocks. So, doing a Riker C3 and a Stampede, you're good to go on a Hoff for all sub breaks just about. Until you come across that big ass piece that is quant, you know, or a big ass set really in molybdenum. You guys have seen me have to put a Surge Stampede on or 2 Surges to get a sub break done before. Oh, good point. No, I'm not, Kersha. I don't really care. It's only 59K. I'll do it when I get back if I remember. I'm not even putting mole bags on it. Look, what the hell is outside my... What the hell is that thing? Get that Tai Louie out of here. Speaking of that, damn it, I gotta set that giveaway up. Look at that thing. Wow. You gonna fly or you just gonna sit here? There we go. Yeah, you need a stockpile, in my opinion, of hundreds and hundreds of Surge modules. You need a stockpile of a bunch of Bore Maxes. We already got a red ship over here. We're gonna keep it moving, go max speed, and try to get the fuck out of here. No, this is PU, Tasty. I wanted what I got to be kept, if that makes sense. Let's go first and foremost, actually. Let's go here. Don't worry about that. We're gonna just black out a little bit. Yeah, I wanted to show Kirsch. See, Kirsch is thinking of crafting a laser, a really good laser for his prospector. So, my argument, how I feel. Come on, cut it off. I cut it off a minute ago. Cut that motherfucker off. Is only Helix for me. That's all I would do. Okay, I want to get to the other side. Hold on. Ship's being goofy. Of course, you just chose Terminus. Of course you did. It does not surprise me. Not in the slightest, it doesn't. I'm gonna go to another on point. So anyways, I'm gonna go out and mine little rocks, which is his worry, with the Helix. So I'm gonna specifically go after Orotite, and I'll probably hit a rab real quick. Check out, of course, more still around on Ricite. Ricite being the obvious problem. So I just want to show them how feasible it is. Oh, shit, I only got 37%. Let's see if I got a drink on me. Go fast. But yeah, if you go to Levski, make sure you pick up a big-ass box of Surge modules. Bore Maxes. You only can get those in Levski. You gotta get all you can. Bring all you can. Because those runs suck. When you actually feel like mining and you realize, shit, I'm out of Surge modules. Or I could use that Bore Max. The changes with crafted lasers are much better and bigger than just, the basic thought processes of more power, bigger rock. You know, there's so much more than that. It's now, there's a lot more things that are usable. That's the beauty of it. See, I would never waste a module slot on a C3, Riker C3, when the only job for the Helix is breaking monster rocks. So you're wasting it by having a C3 on it. For the most part, unless you swap to it, but really you're getting on it for that. So now with more power, now you get more flexibility. You're having pretty much a built-in stampede worth of power. It's almost like you got 4 module slots, the son of a bitch. One of your power slots is missing. Hold on, I just want to check top because I'm out here, you know how it is. So it's like one of your power slots that were required before is now free, and you can fill it with something else. And not only that, because you have more power, where you couldn't have gotten the break done before by putting a Bore Max on it because it increases resistance, now you can. Scan the damn rocks up floating around. You gotta know your limits, and as we know, I believe it's been a minute, but I think it's for this it's gonna be around 38k max. But the question is, can we increase the instability enough to be able to get the break done in time for the pop to go off when you have 0 resistance? But if the rocks are 0 resistance and low instability, if the rocks got some resistance and instability, then now on a stock prospector with the new changes, I would say the max is around 34, 33k. Because of how high the resistance and instability is, or can get in the rock shear. Looking for it that size. 855 copper. I might take a little more 855. Psych! Let's keep it moving. Gotcha. You believe me for a second, didn't you? Now we're gonna find a bunch of copper and no Orotite, even though all we want is Orotite. There it is. The Crowbot Curse. How you doing, Tex? Long time no see. We're just dodging demons, and we're trying to make sure we don't get hit with the Crowbot Curse. I have like 5 SCUs of copper, yeah. I don't think I have any 9 left. I might have a little 9 left, but I got 855 somewhere. I'm sure a good bit of it. I don't need it. I don't want it. Not for crafted laser heads. Okay, here we go. Now look at our distance, of course, as you know. Look at right here. Let's start nice and easy. Let's find what we need. Go from there. I'm just testing, It's been a minute. So I'm gonna start like this. All power, no charge. So I'm gonna drop it down, right before a little bit. Wait till I get some green. Back it off a little bit, too much power. So now I gotta find the slot where it needs to be. What is it like it with 35 out? Hold on. The song wasn't helping me. Come on.
Firmly grasp it!
There it is. So you see that 85? Creep it, creep it, creep it. Probably gonna jump a little bit here. See at 35? I'm looking up there top left as well. My mining laser, my distance. We're gonna drop the power down. It's gonna do a little jump, I think, on us. Come on. It wants me to push the power up, so it drops it on me. No, we got a server error. We're frozen. Server error. Yep. Now we just gotta hope when we come back, the son of a bitch isn't doing something wild like breaking the rock or jumping the power up to the red zone. Kershaw, what do I need shields for? You're not worried about no damage from the rock? You know what you're dealing with? I mean, if it would make you feel more comfortable, no problem. When you're in the prospector, don't forget, you get a minor torque imbalance, not a major. Okay? When you play with the big boys in the mole,
Balls of steel.
you know what happens. 2 hours ago, 6'8" gave me his prime. And I'm grateful, and he said he's celebrating 10 months of goon-free. Wow. Jesus, why is there always a corpse donut outside the elevator, Zalewski? Because someone's into pretzels, I don't know. They're doing something down there. Someone is just twisting people up. That is, my music is everywhere, I think. I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon. I know it's on Apple. Most of it's on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with my latest one, but I didn't see that uploaded to YouTube. But it should be on iTunes and all that. No, what matters, Thaddeus, is your distance to the rock. If you're inside the break zone, if you're inside the damage zone, and then it doesn't matter at all outside of that anyways, because sometimes you still take damage when you shouldn't. No, I put it on there for you, Chug. You think Elguapoe doesn't like Pandora? Of course I do. Been a long time myself, but... a man of culture. Just like Linux. I put that in there for you. This man is a legend. The man's a savage. Wow! Edenak, tier 2, 13 times. You son of a bitch. This man is a legend. Give you a second one. 13 months. This hasn't been very you know, a very good experience for you, Kershaw, to understand the the optimal playability of the Helix. Jesus. Don't worry, those sub breaks will be fun. Especially on this server. No, we're gonna do the same thought process on the sub breaks. We gotta back our ass up. Now, you see how it's taking 90% power. Let's say it isn't taking 90%. Let's talk while this thing's all frozen out. It's taking, let's say what do you think, 80? 85? 80 to stay steady or so, you know? And we're at 34 meters out, 35 meters out, actually. I creeped up a little bit. So, on the sub brakes, we're gonna do 35 meters. We're gonna go far back. But we're gonna drop that power down to, you know, hopefully 30, 35. What we don't want, which the point of failure, obviously, is if you have to mine at 20 and you have to ping it. So that is a case to make if you were to have a 35%. I don't think this rock's coming back to life, my friend. It's okay, we got another one right next to it that's hopefully not buzzing. But you would have...
Suck!
You suck, Rue. You watch your mouth. Only God knows where that's been. Yeah, look, it's frozen. Let's see. Oh yeah, don't mess with that motherfucker. That's instant death, you mess with that. So, the case to make is 35%. Well, could be an issue, but I still see you having a couple meters back you can go to the edge. Now this one's even smaller. Let's see if we even gain charge. Wait. We're gonna go back to 35. I'm gonna bring it up to 70. Hopefully this one didn't brick out too. I think they're both bricked. See, I'm at 33 meters now. This thing should absolutely be gaining charge. Okay, let's go look for another cluster. I want to prove a point now. Now we're screwed.
Why isn't it possible?
Of course it's possible. Anything's possible, you put your mind to it. You could be a damn astronaut if you want to. You know, he says you could be the president. That turned out to be bullshit, but you know what? They didn't say in what. There's Tropico, you know. It's dark out here. See what my night vision's looking like. There we go. Yeah, depending on if I have the shields up or not. Kershaw, you know how when it happens, when it doesn't, like, look, I got no power on them. It's if I hit my e-brake or not to slow down. If I don't hit my e-brake, then I stay in nav mode. It is what it is. Unless I start seeing damage, like a lot of damage off my first break, then I start caring. Of course, in the future, where things actually matter more, and we're having real battles with rocks, I probably will care. Okay, now it looks like rocks are busted. Ain't that a sweet, sweet thing? Let's go. I'm gonna bed log. I tried on one of the newer ones and I couldn't get into it too much. It was cool, it was good, not for me, I guess. Okay, I haven't tried bedlogging this thing for a while. Shit, I should have laid down. Come on. Get your ass up. Remember, you don't want a bedlog. So, I pray I don't find a damn... What do you call it? 1,000 quality rock. Come on. Wait. Come on, you bitch. Right there. Now I gotta join on a different server that I haven't been to. I'm gonna have to guess, maybe Monk is on a different one than me. Know the signs of slam addiction. Goddamn right. Sure about this? I mean, I don't really think I'm the right fit for your commercial. How much? Well, that's all you needed to say. This video is brought to you by the good people at Maria Pure of Heart. You know, you don't have to be alone in this battle. I know it's hard, but this slam stuff, it's junk. It's garbage, bunk, swag, catnip. You want to end up like this loser right here? Listen, I'm a fun guy, I know. It's fun stuff. Makes you feel strong, makes you smarter, funner to be around. Life of the party, I get it. Wang Chung tonight. But you know what they don't show you? The crawling around in the dirt and garbage, looking for just one more taste of slam. Trust me, you don't want to end up here. Now this is your brain. And this is your brain on slam. Take it from me. Don't do the slam, kids. Take that Quantanium dust instead. I've got it for 25K. If you're hooked on the slam, check yourself into a clinic. Okay, I'm really hoping this is not the same damn server, but we'll see. We gotta get the Mughal guy paying. Gotta get the poo-poo platter. Who'd you think you were dealing with? That's why it's a crowdfunding endeavor. Damn, I lost it. I had one over here, I thought. What are you looking at my old, my Tonely fans, gift, what is it called, wish list for? What the hell are you doing over there? Trying to look at my Peking duck? Don't even think about it. I saw the funniest damn reel. I didn't say dinner for one night. I saw the funniest damn reel one night, I swear. Yeah, picture this, it's Thanksgiving. Got a turkey in the sink. Kid goes, Dad, what the hell's inside? What do they put inside the turkey? Was it? No, probably better not to mention that. I was looking for a Spotify or music link. Can't find you on Spot. You absolutely can if you type in my name. I'm the top one on Spotify. There's only one Elguapoe on Spotify. Also, you can just click the music link. Right there. Only one. There's probably a Corrido artist as well, but not with the E at the end. Okay, here we go. Now this isn't a good example. This is 6,000. This is a nice rock right here. It's big. Big, fat, juicy. I finally joined the Elguapoe Gate Discord. About time, corn dogs. Okay, we do it again. Look at the distance. Back to business. Let's hope it actually works now. Put it on the black background so you can see it better. Remember, you're a prospector. Move the son of a bitch around however you want it to. Look, no rocks. Perfect. Distance. I'm going closer because it is larger mass. We're gonna go up. Let's see what it's looking like. Now I'm putting the green zone thing for you guys. The zoom. Okay. Hold on. Let me fix it. You see that? It is small green zone. But that's not that small. I've dealt with much thinner. Boom, baby. Holy shit. You see? Sometimes it's just the way the Chinese food crumbles. Was it the Chinese food? Thanks for pitching in. Okay, hold on 1 second. We gotta warm up the rock. We gotta just grease a little bit. Boom, baby. Who did it? Who here did something? Throne, I gotta tell you something, Throne. You suck. You suck. You don't tell us content creators shit. I miss it every time. You hear me, Throne? Are you listening? Look me in my eyes. Thank you, Anonymous. From Elguapoe to El Gordo. Why'd you spell it with dough? Huh? Get your act together. That was very rude, actually. Okay. Creep it forward. I like that. See, I like that. I'm gonna see how the green zone acts. Let's see, we'll bring it up a little bit. When we hit it, when we get close, I'm gonna pull power down. I wanna show you how steady I can get this thing. Remember, this is 300 instability, okay? Remember that. But we're in a prospector. I'm fully expecting it to jump a little bit on me, by the way. But that's okay, as long as we recover it and hold it in green, I'll be happy. But I'm expecting the server to just take a dookie. I got too cocky and I held it at 73, which dropped the power. Too much. Easy. I could back off a little bit. It'd be even more steady. I'm just trying to show you it's not hard at all. It really isn't. Now this is more substantial than that other rock. Double the size, same resistance. But now here's the question. This is where it becomes a pain. Let's look for a small breakable. Right here. Fatties, I look like money. When they see me coming, roll out the red carpet. 1,000 mass, 1,000 mass, 1,000 mass. 673. Now see, this is what we want to show Kershaw. This is where it matters. This is the time when the Helix can be a problem. So let's see. We're 39 meters out. We still got room. But remember, imagine we had a 35% right now. Go to 40. Go to 40, look at that. So now it takes like 50% power. Look at that, Kershaw. So imagine with 35% more power. 41. No problem. Rue says my anaconda don't want none if you ain't got buns, hun. Wow. Wise words from a wise man. Has anyone tried using a low-quality laser for small rocks? Yes. I personally haven't crafted a week off, but I know multiple people that have now that like it. Works wonders. I probably won't. It's not high on my priority list. Now that I got the impact made, my priorities are on the size 1s and the Arbor 2 and the size 1s. But if I have some leftovers that's low qual, I probably would, you know. But I gotta see if I got an 200 or 3 whatever Siderics. But for me, I just back up, you know. It's easy like that. I just back up with that off, so it definitely would make things easier, but I'd rather have what I have on it, the beefy off, and be able to do everything I come across with it. Okay, so this is, look how easy, Kershaw. You got a better view. We have 41. Now you get into trouble when you start backing up and going forward and shit. So I just did because I felt like we were losing the distance on it. I feel like the prospector got pushed. Okay. Easy peasy. So I think, in my opinion, that should tell you everything you need to know right there. Christian, now let's go get right side real quick for you. But for instance, a beefed up Helix on a prospector, well, now you could use your prospector in Nyx. You know, reliably. Let's go back to station and get a nice ice cold pips or something. And then let's go to a rad point. Boy, we took more heat on the sub brake than we did on the main brake, by the way. Look, I see a bag's red. Kirsch, have you plugged in the numbers? I assume you have all the minerals right now to craft that 36%. Have you plugged in the numbers into the rock break calculator and checked out what it looks like? Your maximums with like 78% resistance and all that with a Hofstede? I haven't checked it out I'm wondering because it can tell you a good story. It can paint a clear picture for you, depending on what you want. But it can definitely paint a clear picture. Oh, do we want to just land on pad? Nah, we'll go down here. You'd like the ship ports too. Pull the bags off, put the bags on. I'm doing this because we're bedlogged. Not because I have anything in here I'm worried about, or you know. Let's see if I got any drinks left. If I gotta go buy some. I thought they fixed that dope with the drinks. All the people drinking that cruise piss, bioengineered liquid. I'd rather drink actual piss water. That doesn't make me a woman, you know. Some people, they do what they want to do, I guess. Not me. I do what I gotta do. Look at that kill shot. That's the Czar special right there. That's hot. Hey Czar, what's the average on that thing? No big tasty. They sent the shipment to the wrong guy.
I've been adequately moisturized.
They sent it to a guy named Elguapoe. Wrong person. Good, get moisturized. Get oiled up. Get the baby oil out for Rude Boy. Okay. And away we go. I'm not putting it on the side. You know, a lot of you want to take it off, put it on the side. Not me. Not doing it. Go straight in the backpack. I've lost 2 helmets now with bullshit dealing with that in the inventory, and I don't think so. Not today. What do we say to the demon Chris that sits around looking to rob you of all your minerals, rob you of your helmet, rob you of your subscriber gear, your cool paints, your... Not today. It's 4-1. Mexico's winning. Unfortunately for you, sucks. Kind of the way things go sometimes. I'm definitely not lying to you. You know, if there's one sport I just don't give a damn about, and I can't. I've tried. That's it. I can't do it. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not really into any of them now. Not into any sports except, I guess, say UFC. Once in a while. I'll watch clips of backyard boxing and stuff, but... if I was watching any from a stadium, that one is probably the one I couldn't do. I know, shocking. I've tried. I really have. I've given it the old college try. And it doesn't work out. Take me to Kelt. Let me jump. Let me jump over there. Let's see how much damage we actually have on our ship from those 2 ore type breaks. I don't think we have much. I think it's over-exaggerating a little bit, you know, big drama queen. It took some heat on the guns. It definitely took a little bit of heat. Boom. We're using the minor dye paint job. This thing is dastardly. Look at that. Beautiful. Put the resist at 78, Kershaw. Put the resistance at 78 and put 2 surge modules on it. And let me know the mass of the rock it's saying is your max, which remember, that's not the max. You can go higher than that, but that's the safe max to give everybody that will work every single time for a fact and never fail. Thanks again, Mr. Anonymous, for the $10 towards my mukbang. That's what they call it. I think it's a mukbang. The old Gangnam Chinese takeout. Thank you. $84.50 doesn't sound right, but it probably is. Let's see. It probably ain't. It's a two-stack of corundum. 32 above, 734.6 below. What are you saying to me? That doesn't make it. What's the mass size rock? At 78% resistance with 2 surge modules. That's just confusing as shit. You're trying to give me an aneurysm early. By God. Almost can't see straight trying to do the mathematics in my head. No, don't give me power. What's the rock mass size? You give me longitude and latitude on power. There's a whole different game. It's a different ballpark. Okay. 32,971. With 2 surge modules? At 78? Okay, now put a Sabir on the rock. Here we go, I forgot about the Sabir. Now put a Sabir on that rock. Put a Sabir on that sumbitch. And then talk to me. What are we looking at? As you can see by his reaction in chat, 42K, 45. That's right. So now, I'd say closer to 45. Now it's at the point, and that's a 70. That's the most. That right there is that's the reality is that's the most resistance you're gonna see most times. You know, that's up there at the peak. Sure, you can see a little more. Most likely you won't. In that scenario. So going off that scenario does you everything. So that's why I call it the mini mole. But if it's 45K, let's say. Here's a right side, baby. Says 45K. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of the lindinium I found. That was a few of the ceruleums I found in Nyx. Now you can handle it. It's gonna be difficult. You can bet your ass. But now do the Hofstede. Do the Hofstede with the same setup. Just put 2 surge modules on the Hofstede. Leave the resistance the same. Keep the Sabir on the rock. And if you're okay with that, then I'd say do it. Do the Hofstede if you're okay with that number. With the Sabir on the rock and the surge module on it? 870 right side right there. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't sound right. Do a surge. Make sure you got the Sabir. Shit, that's 78 still. Let's go off that number. And we're right now on a 3K, 52% right sight. Okay. So with the surge on it, it becomes like a crafted stock Hofstede 2. You're going to be able to do most of the rocks you find. A lot of the rocks you find with that laser. A lot of the rocks, not most. You know, you're going to be passing up a whole bunch of irons. You're going to be passing up tungsten. You're going to pass up some coppers. Quite a bit of coppers. You know what you're not passing up coppers with, though? Is that Helix. Same with the iron, same with some of the tungstens. So you see why I choose the Helix. Pitman, different story. Okay, check this out. This number isn't looking right, but maybe it is. Yeah, that's right. Never mind. Now this screen zone. Let's see how you like this one. Watch this. I'm gonna find the zone where it doesn't move anymore. See, that's still dropping. 55's too much. 54. Say 55 is too much. It's around 54. There we go. Come on. Get to 54. Just backed off another meter. Looks pretty steady to me right there. 55. So let's goose it up there a little bit. We're going to pull back to 55 to 53. We want to stay in that range. Now look at my distance though. I still want you to notice my distance. I have a long ways to go. I can back off on this thing. So I'm doing that because of your 35% bonus that you're going to have on that off. I think this is still, this rock right here, no problem. Question is, once again, the sub break, right? So let's get it broken so we can test that sub break, which is going to be pure eyesight. Little tiny green zone. Come on. Hard to tell, but we're growing the green zone a little bit. We're in the green. Put it up to 56. We're losing power out of nowhere. It's the instability wave being at the bottom. Come on. No red zone, you notice that? Oh look, that rock was small enough to where we had no sub breaks. Tiny green zone was easy. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Twitch or YouTube, corn dogs. Either or. Now that's for the Helix 1. That is the smallest rock in the game. Hopefully that answers all the questions about it. About why it's better. And notice I did it in nav mode. Still feeling fine. I'm not on fire yet. It does say I have a minor torque imbalance. What do you expect? Sometimes you gotta get a little crazy with it. I don't know why I'm so far away. I'm used to being in the mole. The best benefit to this son of a bitch is being able to move around way mine. And yet here I am. Holy shit. Damn. Thank you very much. Haplo Tero Maximus gave out 5 community subs. You son of a bitch. Thank you. I just knew there was something I liked about you. Oh my god, I just realized I got the second monitor right here. God, I'm dumb sometimes. I got this little monitor right here. That's where it shows me everything that's happening. I've forgotten. Shout out to Brownie hooking me up with that thing. Got this little MSI, I think it's like a 17-inch or 16, no, maybe it's 11-inch monitor. Perfect. Perfect for what I'm using it for here. I just forget it's a thing. I'm still looking over to my side. Let's go find some more. Find another rice site. Actually, I'd love to find something that would take some power, but we're not finding it here. I mean, ain't no way we're finding a 20K Stellaron. You know, let's just be real with ourselves for a second. Ain't happening. Of course they did. It's because it's your Google name or whatever. Thanks, Cordogs. Appreciate it. Holy shit, I'm going fast. I'm in a rab, Kershaw. This is a rab, my friend. We just broke rice site. Small rice site. And now we're gonna get a sub breakdown. That's why I'm doing another. Yeah, last round was little baby rice site, but we're gonna see about this next one. We want it to be larger so that, like this. Actually, this wouldn't be a good one. This would be a good one to fill up and take or sell it. But we wanna sub break that small, something like 600 mass, like the Ortide was, 700 mass, so I can show you what it's like dealing with that. This may be the winning ticket for that. Our distance, boom. Let's find what it wants. Okay, you see that? Good. I'm gonna get up there, I'm gonna pull that power back. Now steady is what matters, right? Steady. Consistence. Later, Dexion. You have a good night. We want consistency. So we're gonna be consistent with this break too. See how that power jumped him? Means that we're at the top of the window now. What does it need? 91? You can't see it good. Let's go like that. Now, me moving like that actually made us closer technically by just a hair. So anyways, let's go back up by 1 meter. So now we're back at 22. Climbing up a little bit. Too much. Okay, look how it's reacting right now. You see how it's more difficult. See what happens if I go up even more. More in power, back in distance. 23. 23. Okay, let's see the difference now. That 1 extra meter. So like everything, you know, you got your trade-offs when it comes to lasers. This is going to be the trade-off when you're with the Helix 1. You're going to have more of a pain in the ass on the small rocks. The smallest of rocks, I should say. Okay, look at the distance. Why are we moving back in space? Something's pushing us back. This is what was happening on that other break, and it's probably because of the damage I did to my ship. Most likely. Kind of like how major torque and bounce on the surface makes you dip down. It's like pushing us back. Okay, so let's do this right. Come on. Now it's a double pain in the ass because my eyes are shifting over to the left to make sure that we're not drifting too far away. Okay, screw it. We're gonna do it this way. At least for the initial break. Come on, baby. Get up there. Actually, wouldn't be a bad idea to throw a torn on, or for instance, a focus for your main brake. If you are going out, specifically right site, still around hunting. This was taking a little more work. And notice it has less instability than the last one did. Come on. We're hitting that brick wall right before the green zone. I'm close to just strong-arming this son of a bitch. I don't know how much of this is server. Oh yeah, this could be some weird shit going on in the background. Hold on. Hold on, this is what I'm gonna do. Prepare yourself. I'm getting it done. I don't want to waste time. No more time on this piece of shit. We keep hitting that brick wall, and then the server's doing some weird shit like slowing us down. Or fucking making the instability go slow. I don't fucking know. But I'm not here for it. I got shit I gotta do. I can't be out here messing around with this rock. There we go. Not too much. Little too much. Catch and release. Come on, baby. Get up there. You know you're gonna, so just do it. See, there we go. Not as pretty as my last one, but not bad either. Yeah, that was just, I don't know if that was like something going on with the server, but it shouldn't be dropping down out of nowhere like, you know, that damn much. I almost feel like we're moving as well. So it's like pulling me back. Anyways, long story short, that wasn't that bad. Just because I was impatient and the server sucks. Okay, we're going to do it the same way on this. 832 mass, but I'm backing all the way up. This is the important one. I didn't think that one was going to be a pain in the ass. This is the important one. Okay. 38 meters out. Just get us up there and then go real slow. Well, it kind of did that one time, but I just backed it off. Not enough to where it killed us, you know? So at least there's that, because that would have pissed me off. That other rock, even though it's bigger, 10K, wouldn't have been as good as a representation. I think that would have been a lot easier to do. And the sub breaks wouldn't be like this. At least for the most part, I don't think. Probably would have had maybe one, but why roll the dice and risk it, you know? We don't have to. That's why we chose this rock to start with. Now check this out. Tread Knight Paul, thanks for the raid. 6 people, huh? I don't know if you can tell. You probably can't even see. We're in the green zone. How easy it is, though. Kirsty, that's what I'm trying to prove. That first one wasn't a good proof of it, but it's not hard. Yeah, me neither. I'm nobody. I'm everybody. I'm nobody. I'm everywhere. I'm nowhere. I'm alive. I'm dead. I'm gone, I'm here. Effervescent, and yet I'm still present. Like a fart in the wind. Ghost in the darkness. Okay, we back off. Boom. Find out how much it wants. You saw that around 50. Around 50, nothing happened. So, what's the goal? Pull it up, pull it down. We need to stop changing your name there. How am I supposed to keep up with the comings and goings of absolute chaos, huh? Good. Okay, going up, going down, watch this. Too much. Just enough. Nope, so it was actually 45 it liked. That's a good base point to work off of. No, I was right, 50. I just caught it I caught it when it required more power. That's what it is. So I'm the fucking best. But if I'm being honest with you, it ain't that difficult either. It really isn't. Tap it in. Tappy, tappy, tap, tap. That's right. I'm gonna have a full prospect without even realizing it. Don't mind if I do. Listen, I'm out here trying to get a motherfucking scholarship. Putting on clinics and TED Talks. About to make a 35% Helix 1 and was worried about sub-brace. Oh, you're asking what I was doing. That's right. Where are you guys out mining? There's an old ram. It's all in the hips, baby. Okay, it's just another sub-break 606. Look at this. We're going to go out to 41 meters out. Let's see how this works out for us. How it handles. Here, I'm going to zoom it in for you guys. I did that, by the way, because there's probably people out there that think I use this thing up here. I can't use that while I'm mining myself. If I was going to use it myself and I was one of you guys that actually liked using it while you mine, I would move this either in the center right here or to the left if you're working on a big rock. Probably the center. Nah, I'd move it to the left if I was going to do it, because it's too hard to be looking over up there, here, up there, and here while you got active models going. It's just too fucking much. It's already hard enough to go this distance with my eyes. Boom, boom. Too hard. Now, as you can see, we backed off. Oh, server just did that one. Server did that, caught up. We backed it off a lot, and let me tell you something. It feels like I have almost barely any instability. Like, it's real easy to handle. I know it doesn't seem like it. That's very easy to handle right now. 36. I'll let it go. I could have done it with no red zone. Hold on. We're at the bottom of the wave, meaning it takes more power. But go ahead, give us some more power, see what happens. Give us some more power, see what happens. So now we're down to 33 and it's in the green. 34. We're down to 33. Go up to 35. I feel it was going to require more power. Back to 33, down a little bit. Boom. Gotta get a feel for it. Obligation. Spacecraft is looking more and more interesting. I gotta check that out, see a video or something. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm just I'm a specter out here creeping around. But hopefully, Kershaw, that gives you some ideas. Like I said, but it depends. If you're only going to be mining Ricite with your prospector, for instance, you're like, hey, I'm going to use this as my little money ship. I'm going Ricite Stellaron. Then it's probably going to be best bet for you to do it in the Hofstede. But not me. I invest that much. I want to be able to go anywhere with this son of a bitch. And that's why the Pitman's on the table and the Helix is obviously the choice. Now look, this sucks. See how it's growing, but we're at 20% power. You would be going pretty fast with a stock. Sorry, with a crafted Helix. Boom. But you're in a prospector. You got that beautiful distance. Now look at how much that scales. Actually, we went too far. 41 sometimes doesn't hit. You gotta get a little closer to 40. How much it scales now? Damn. All the way down. No, can't be. You can make each of them. If it goes into the red, don't be surprised if you turn red. Yeah, I'd just say the difference, Kirsch, is one, you're going to have this week. The next one you're going to have in a week from now, depending on how much you want to slog through those damn mining bases. Now, that's a big decision. Because I said the same thing. I'm going to craft a Hoff 2. What happened? Which one? Hoff 2 or should I do Impact? I don't know. I'm going to do Hoff. I'm going to do the Hoff. Let's do the Hoff. And then next thing you know, I'm sitting on a Hoff and an Impact. Well, for a minute I was sitting without a Helix too, but we're not going to talk about that. Okay, so at 100, as you can see, I'm not liking this. So I'm going to dial the power back. I'm going to come forward. Look, I'm outside the break zone. Outside the damage zone, but we're still probably going to take damage from it. You can't exactly trust those little bars up there, Just like it says 41, yet we're not gaining any charge on it. You can't always trust the distance to know what the hell's going on. Boom, cut it. Back on. You see it like 50? I probably should have checked to see what it liked first, huh? Likes 50, likes 52, 51 this range. 54, 55, 53, okay. Oh, too much. Damn, right at the end, too. Damn! Well, easy. Sorry, folks, if you can't see the green zone. Just know, it was easy. You don't gotta see it, you just gotta feel it. So what is spacecraft? Someone explain to me. Spacecraft. It's like the third time I've heard about it. How much is in this one? Let me check This has only got 50%. Same 40, 50. Come on. Now I'm gonna mine it like normal, okay? Come on. Easy money. Take this and go sell. I haven't played it yet. There's a lot of mining, base building. That's all I know so far. Still in gameplay. I've been meaning to start playing it and learn more. Yeah, I gotta check it out. Sounds interesting. Since I don't do enough mining already, you know. There it is. Oh, Ruination and Ruin Station. Still in beta. Gotcha. You still playing Destiny? I was debating downloading it to see if you wanted to play some PvP or something in it, but I don't know, that's a big ass download. And it's at 0 on my hard drives right now. Of course it is. Well, I mean, it's been out for how many years? Every time I get in, there's a ton of people playing it. So, I mean, I guess dead, instead of dead, probably shit, but I heard the new ones, the new update or whatever is pretty cool. I've heard it from a few people now. When Ravenel said it sealed the deal for me. But I wouldn't buy it just because they robbed me of my other DLCs so they can kiss my ass, lick my balls. It ain't happening. Well, now we're talking an MMO FPS Halo game. Add in a little bit of RPG elements somehow to where I can level up stuff, and you got me hook, line, and sinker. I'll be honest though, I was never a massive fan of Halo, you know. I was okay at it, it was fun. I love the story mode and the campaign. That's why I love Destiny, the original Destiny. I was like, this right here, I might like this better than Halo. That's what I felt. That's how I felt for the first 20 hours or so of it. Destiny 1 is a gem. Destiny 2, not so much, but they really lost their way. But it's not to say it's not, you know, tragic piece of shit. Yeah, at least it wasn't. But I just don't like that they robbed us of our DLCs we paid money for. Like it's seasonal content or something all of a sudden, and That was stupid, that was dumb, that's theft, and here we are. What was done about it? Nothing, you know? Show me a place to park. Thank you very much. A little dark here at the station. Don't worry about it. Good night vision. I play some shooters that still bullying children level. Not tournament level, but still able to bully children by outplaying them. But not where I want to be, you know what I mean? Come on. Now we're talking. And yeah, I totally agree about this ship door ladder situation. You open it up, you should be able to open all and it stays open if you want it to stay open. Also, there's a fire in the ship and I hope they fix this. I'm sure they fixed it, but when there's a fire in the ship and you open that damn door and you're out in space or something, there should be no more fire in that ship. So hopefully they fixed that since last time it happened to me. I'm interested in Tarkov's little change, or the creators of Tarkov, whoever's working on this new space project. I'm interested to see what they do, and I almost made a mistake already. Bags off, bags on. That's probably the biggest reason I don't play FPS games. I hate playing online, yeah. I just hate cheaters. I don't like playing with people on controller either. Just magnet aim to me, and yet I do it anyways because I'm a masochist. And I want to stay good at shooter games. And a game like Apex, love Apex. Always have. I'm afraid to play Starfield. Afraid of all my... Oh, me too, Ravenhill. I'm afraid to... And I started updating it, I think. I'm afraid to kick that thing on as well. It'll probably break my save. That's funny you said that. I noticed that, and then I saw Fallout 4 had an update as well, and I had a bunch of mods for it. Hadn't played it though in a long time. No, I haven't checked that out. All I know is that nothing compares to Tarkov when you get into Tarkov. Even what's that one? The free one, the free game, free to play. That can't hold a candle to it either, even though it's a cool game, it's fun. I'd have to see it. So the space one's right up my alley. Very interesting. I don't know when it's coming out or if they've shown gameplay. Nothing about it. Yeah, Arena Breakout Infinite is the one I was thinking, the free-to-play. That feels real arcadey. Okay. Fine time to be alive. Let's check what we got. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll keep that half an SCU. Perfect number. I'll keep it. I don't need it. Get this. There we go. Excellent. Any day now. $330K? That's not too bad considering I barely picked anything up. Probably spent 45 minutes on it though. I already got a copy of Star Raf and I gave away my other one. to Reckless. Me and him played it. It wasn't bad. It was fun. It was very addicting. I did not like fighting other people though, even though I won a lot of battles with people. But it's not my thing. I don't like. I like immersion. I like being there. I like third person in a ship's different. I don't know. My favorite MMO of all time was Final Fantasy XI because it was too difficult and complex for kids to play. I preferred. I never got into Final Fantasy. I never got into many of them, but I did play the shit out of Guild Wars 1. That was my big introduction, I'd say, to PC gaming. Of course, I played throughout the years. I'd get on and play. But yeah, it's not immersive enough. And that kills me. It's got to be immersive. It's not. I don't care if it's. People think it's amazing, and there's so much to it, and there's this, there's that. Listen, Skyrim now to me is not immersive enough if I'm not in the mood, and if I'm not in the mood, doesn't hook me. I don't feel something out there to grab onto. Something's not pulling me in. Just when I think I get out, something pulls me back in. But that's just it. Doesn't have it. If a game doesn't have it, I'm not too interested in it. Fortunately. It's gotta have the magic. StarCraft didn't have the magic. But it wasn't a bad game for what it was. I just got sick of getting killed by Ukrainians that have beefed up super juice ships playing in beginner lobbies. But of course it was early access. I'm sure it will get evened out at some point, but I'd even beat them once in a while. But still these motherfuckers would hide over there, and then it's what am I building it for? What am I working on this ship for? Why? If I'm mining strictly for money, what should I go for? Rysite and Stellaron. Go for Quantanium, strictly for money. Shit. Ore tight. It depends. You want to sell to players. Are you gonna hang out and hang around and try to sell to people? Real people? Are you wanting to get in general chat and talk? Are you wanting to get in uexcorp.space? Go to the marketplace, post some links? I don't know. I allowed it. I don't know why. It blocked for Star Whores. Says, let's go easy. Been making bank on UEXC. I haven't been used. I've been too busy doing everything else. I probably got a listing up still for something I don't got. Are you sending me a code? Or tar ors. Or I'm not even reading the capitals. Doesn't work like that apparently. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it has been great to hang out with you guys. Good to spend time. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you, Haplo. No, what was your actual name? I forgot. Corn Dogs. Corn Dogs? That's Corn Dogs. See, Dread Pro Knight fucked me up. Dread Knight Paul. You son of a bitch. Stop changing it on me. How am I supposed to know my asshole from my elbow? Thank you, Edenek. Thank you, Red Waters. Okay. Thank you guys for following. Thank you, Corn Dogs. I do appreciate it. Now, what did you join the Discord as? I hope it's Corn Dogs. How you doing, baby legs? Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Gold Rock, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys. And I'm gonna see you next time. Good night. And good luck. Yeah, remember. Yes, don't forget to download my application. New members, it's free for mining. Thanks, Easy, just saw it. Appreciate you. Very generous of you. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And thank you for the Chinese fund. Elguapoe 12 gourd on my ass. I'm just bulking.